Bangga Magelang berikan solusi. Ruang rambutnya Wong Magelang merumuskan visi di Magelang TV.
Hanya di Bangga Magelang, ruang rembuknya Wong Magelang. Salam jumpa pemirsa, bagaimana kabar Anda? Ada salah satu syair yang saya ingat ketika masa kecil, yaitu orang bilang tanah kita adalah tanah surga, tongkat kayu dan batu menjadi tanaman. Mungkin kira-kira seperti itu. Saya tidak terlalu pandai bernyanyi, jadi saya tidak bisa menyanyikannya. Banyak orang yang bilang, begitupun dengan saya, ataupun banyak orang di sekitar kita yang menyampaikan bahwa Indonesia memiliki segala hal yang mungkin diinginkan oleh negara lain. Banyak yang bilang juga Indonesia memiliki segala rupa dan juga serpihan surga yang mungkin jatuh ke Indonesia. Saya pun adalah seseorang yang mengamininya. Begitu indahnya tanah kelahiran saya. Mungkin menjadi hal yang lumrah ketika saya sebagai orang pribumi sangat mengagumi Indonesia, tanah air kita tentu saja. Tetapi bagaimana dengan para traveler Indonesia? Bagaimana anggapan mereka tentang Indonesia? Dan seperti apa pengalaman mereka ketika mengunjungi Indonesia? Saya telah terhubung dengan salah satu sahabat saya, yaitu Laura Gomez. Kita akan berbincang seperti apa Indonesia di mata dia sebagai seorang traveler. Bersama saya Putri Ramadhani, hanya untuk Anda, inilah Bangga Magelang, ruang rebuknya Wong Magelang.
Merumuskan visi di Magelang TV.
Hanya di Bangga Magelang, ruang rebuknya Wong Magelang. Ya pemirsa, Anda masih bersama kami di Bangga Magelang, ruang rebuknya Wong Magelang. Seperti tadi yang saya sampaikan, saya sudah terhubung melalui Zoom application. Hello Laura, how are you dear?
Hi, how are you? Apa kabar? I hope I said it well.
That's a perfect pronunciation, no worries. I'm okay, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Surviving here, coronavirus in Mexico.
Well, yeah,
In Indonesia.
give me some updates about the coronavirus in Mexico now.
Yeah, well, Mexico, it's Mexicans. I think we are like Indonesians. Well, because when I was in Indonesia, I was there when the coronavirus started in March.
Yeah, I remember that.
Sorry, I was there on January to February. So I was there, and I think everyone was very okay. Even maybe there was coronavirus there, but I didn't get anything. It was okay. But in Mexico, some people believe, and some people are not very careful, so they don't wear the masks. And we are, I think, in Mexico City, we are in orange light. So it's supposed to be okay. Some restaurants are open and stores, but they have to be only 30% of capacity.
I see.
But
How about everything? How about everything? They should work at home, or studying at home, something like that, right? Everything's
like
doing by online.
Online. So we are taking measurements, but I think we're not as strict as other countries like China. That they actually, when the coronavirus was very strong in China, they had a very strong lockdown.
True.
So I think we are not so successful in that way, but we're trying. And at least my family and my friends, we are staying at home most of the time, so I'm only going for the basics outside. So we are trying to
I think we're almost the same. Like you said, maybe it's like Indonesian people. Some believe, some still discussing about that. Then some people wearing masks, some of them not, something like that. So we met in our beautiful schools, by the way.
Yeah. So Putri and we met when we were studying. Well, she's still studying. I have graduated. I studied a master's degree in Shanghai Jiao Tong University. And I met her there because I was in and she's a very good student. We both presented our work in the conference of the school with the International Communication Association, and that's where actually we started to talk more because
True.
was doing very good research also on cancer children, right, in Indonesia.
Yeah. HIV children in Indonesia.
Sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, HIV.
That's fine.
Maybe we repeat that if you want.
We can do that. Hopefully we can meet again in another conference in maybe another country. We never know, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I think we will meet again.
Of course. Who knows? Maybe Shanghai again or another country. And then Laura,
I will go back to Indonesia.
please welcome. I will be happy to welcome you at that time because I do apologize about last time when you visit. We just met around maybe 1 or 2 hours, right? It's just short time to meet. But by the way, we would like to know your experience during your visit in Indonesia. What do you think about your experience?
Well, I think it was amazing. I was going to only stay in Indonesia 10 days, but then I stayed 1 month. So it was great. I started in Jakarta and I was only going to stay there actually 2 days, but then I started to postpone and I went to several tours. I went to see the center. I went up to the national monument, and it was really nice view there of Jakarta. And I met very good friends there. I stayed with an Indian friend that was working in Indonesia. I met him during his birthday in a party of couch surfing, and then we became very good friends. I stayed with him, and because of that, I got to know more about Jakarta. And a lot of people don't like Jakarta, but for me, it was very similar to Mexico City because it's a very big city with different neighborhoods. It has traffic, and Mexico City is the same. We have different neighborhoods, and some neighborhoods reminded me of Mexico, actually. That was really interesting. And they have very nice seafood next to the, I think, to the sea. And I really, you choose your own food there. So we chose a crab, and then we ate a crab.
Oh, okay, that's a good experience.
I went also to
what kind of food? What kind of food do you like during your visit last time?
Yeah, well, to cook different kinds of food there. You can see some of the videos I'll send.
Sure. We'll be happy to share that.
Yeah. We took a cooking class. I met a friend there from Peru, so we traveled together and we did a lot of things together. Like, for example, we made these rings. I have my ring here. I wear it every day.
I remember that rings. You guys, you made that on Yogyakarta, right? Yogyakarta right?
Jakarta.
Yeah.
And it's silver, and I wear it every day. And you can see the picture better because here it's not very good.
Sure.
So yeah, I made that with him, and then we took this cooking class, and we made different food. But I don't. I think I cannot maybe pronounce very well the names. So.
Well, what kind of food? What kind of food? Oh, okay. Maybe we can see the picture.
We made what I do remember these dumplings. What dumplings is like
dumplings, tofu.
Peeled tofu, and then you fry it.
Okay, I think I remember. It's kind of gado-gado or something like pecel, right? Because I remember you told me about the nut sauce or something like that. No?
Nut sauce. Well, I do eat chili, but Andres
chili. Okay.
From Peru. Andres doesn't eat chili.
Okay.
We had to be cooking two versions, chili and not chili. We made this very nice stew that it has to cook for a long time, like 2 hours, and it's kind of sweet.
I remember that. I think that's a pecel or a gado-gado. So
yeah, we make gado-gado. I think
right.
Yeah. So
it's kind of salad, right? Like a lot of vegetables, and then
Yeah, we also made the salad and stew and the tofu. Yeah, Yeah, and the teacher was
Tofu,
really
and do you remember tempe?
the,
Tempe is a fermented, yeah, that's a kind of tofu, but it's in different kind.
I don't remember that one, but I do remember that
I
tea,
think,
that coffee.
what kind of do you remember?
No, that we met you, and we went to the city, like
Ah,
a
yeah,
big shop, and we had
yeah.
this great coffee with charcoal,
True,
the
yeah,
hot
yeah,
stove
yeah.
side. That was
I
amazing.
forgot the name. Coffee Joss, if I'm not mistaken. Coffee Joss, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's a good experience for me too.
Yeah, I was really. And what else? I use coffee, the Indonesian coffee, and the one that that the animal eats the coffee beans, and then
Yes,
no, it's
yes.
not coffee. It's like a berry.
Luwak,
Yeah,
kopi luwak, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I remember
I tried
that
that
you
one,
tried.
and like traditional coffee from Indonesia. Indonesian coffee is very good. I really like it.
Yeah, we have a lot of kind of coffee, right? I think you already taste a lot of kind of coffee during your visit here. So we'd like to continue our conversation, Laura. We still have a break. Jadi pemirsa, tadi Laura menceritakan bagaimana pengalamannya ketika berada di Indonesia, dia berada di Jakarta, lalu jalan-jalan ke Kota Tua, ke Monas, dan juga bagaimana perjalanannya menemui berbagai teman di Indonesia dan juga berbagai teman yang ada di belahan dunia di luar Indonesia yang sedang berteman dan juga sedang travel di Indonesia. Nanti kita lanjut lagi setelah jeda pariwara berikut ini.
JPM Stream, sebuah aplikasi Play Store yang memudahkan kamu untuk menyaksikan program terbaik dari 30 TV jaringan Jawa Pos TV. Jawa Pos TV, JTV, Padang TV, Simpang 5 TV, Kawanwa TV, Nirwana TV, BTV, Pon TV, Magelang TV. Get your JPM Stream apps now.
Ya pemirsa, Anda masih bersama kami di Bangga Magelang, ruang reboknya Wong Magelang. Nah, kita masih ngobrol sama Laura. Ini tadi Laura bercerita bagaimana kunjungannya ke Yogyakarta dan juga ke Magelang. Dan di Magelang ini dia datang ke Borobudur dan juga Puntuk Setubu. Kita tanya-tanya lagi. So, how many days you've been in Yogyakarta and around Yogyakarta?
I was there around 6 days, I think. I think 5 or 6 days. And we went to the water palace, I think it's called. The one that has these inner pools, and also has like secret passages.
Yes.
And yeah, I like that one. We also went to the palace, the main one that has a lot of history. And we went to see people dancing there. And it was nice to see the dancers.
Traditional dancing, right?
Yeah?
Traditional dancing. It's like Japanese.
Traditionally,
Japanese.
But we
Japanese.
also, so we saw traditional dancing, and it has this very particular music that is very Indonesian. So we went to see 2 of these shows. And, and yeah, after that, we were always in our brains. It was the music all the time because it's very particular. This music, but we liked it, and the dances are like very. I don't know. It's very artistic. I think it's really a different kind of dance. I really liked it. But also we went to see
they're
the
like slow movement because in the right, it's right because Japanese dancing or Japanese people they have like what can I say, polite and slow movement and give a lot of smile, something like that.
Yeah, they are very expressive with their faces, but it's very also slow, and they control a lot their. I think it's very controlled, like they move very gracefully, but I think you have to be also strong. And
Yes.
I saw how they practiced. I went to mini Indonesia in Jakarta, and I stayed quite late actually, so I was lost, and I saw some people rehearsing.
Okay,
So
okay.
they invited me to see the rehearsal, and I can show you some videos of that.
Sure,
And
sure.
they were really nice. So then the guard helped me to find the entrance and the Uber. Well, not Uber, the Grab, and then I went back. Yeah, I mean, it was very far away, but it was really nice. And I got to see many things there, but it's better to go yourself, like to see the real places.
Ah, true,
Yeah,
true.
I like that. Then I saw different kind of dance in. Sorry, just a moment. In oh, it's Bali. Yeah, in Ubud they
okay,
also
Ubud.
dance, but the dances there are very different.
Yes, yes, yes. They have like a quick movement and have a spirit, something like that, right?
Yeah, and I went to this very special one that it was with fire. So, and the music
Yes.
was also, they were singing, these old
True, true, true.
people, they were like, "Woo," and then they were
I
singing.
also love that, and then they also told story during the dance.
Yeah,
Right?
they tell the story of, they were masks of all these gods that intervene in the story. I think it's a story, it's an Indian story, I think.
Yeah,
an
that's
Indian book.
yeah. We think we also have that kind of story. So it's kind of Indian also have their version. Like Indonesian also
Okay.
have our version about that.
Yeah, but I
It's
think
a kind of
very-
Ramayana, right?
Yeah, Ramayana, exactly. I was afraid of saying it wrong, so I was waiting for you to help me. Yeah, it was Ramayana. But actually, I lived in India. I lived in Ahmedabad, and I could see the influence. But I think Indonesia has influence from many cultures, which is really
True.
interesting.
Yeah.
You have some
yeah.
influence from China, a little influence from also Muslim religion is very important. I think that's the main difference I could find between Indonesia and India. The religion is very Muslim religion is stronger,
True, true.
and Hinduism is stronger in India. And yeah, but I think Indonesia has a very rich culture. I really liked my time there, and it has. I think one thing people should know about Indonesia is that it's very big. I thought Indonesia was not so big, and once you are there, you see it. Oh my God, it has so many things to see. You need to see. So yeah, I like the dances and the food, and also the nature. I climbed. And it's up well, I went up and saw the crater, and yeah, it was a lot of demanding work to do that. You have to wake up I think I have to say that it's a place to wake up early.
Yes.
You have to take tours that start at 12 or 1 a.m.
Exactly.
You have to see the sunrise. So sunrise everywhere.
I remember that you need to really wake up early to see the sunrise. During your visit in Yogyakarta, you went also in Magelang, which is in Borobudur, and also Puntuk Stumbu, right? So let's continue.
Okay.
I remember that you say Indonesia is time to wake up early. That's it true. When you want to see the sunrise, I remember that you need to get up around 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. and then you go to Magelang, which is a city next to Yogyakarta, to go to Puntuk Stumbu, and then you went to Borobudur as well, right?
Yeah, I went there. Here you can see my Buddha cousin.
Okay, you bought that here, right?
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah, in Yogyakarta.
Yogyakarta.
In a very big store. It has 3 floors, and yeah, I like it. So I eat my Buddha, and I actually, I mean, I believe all religions are important. So sometimes I pray to Buddha, sometimes to Jesus because I'm Catholic. In Mexico, we're Catholics. Sometimes I pray to Ganesha.
That's a very interesting. Laura, we will continue after this break, and then we will start with what do you think during your visit, and then there is a lot of things we can explore after this break. Ya, jadi pemirsa, tadi Laura bercerita bagaimana keindahan Indonesia dan menurut dia bagaimana Indonesia memiliki banyak keindahan selain keindahan alam dan juga orang-orang yang memperlakukan dia dengan sangat baik. Pemirsa, kita akan kembali lagi, jangan beralih dari tempat duduk Anda.
Manusia yang berbuat jahat.
Bagi saya para UKM kinerjanya kurang.
Sudah bagus,
sangat bagus sekali. Kemarin tuh bagus, tapi setelah ada corona tuh ya agak menurun.
sangat baik. Tidak baik ya enggak.
Sudah bagus.
Biasa aja, struktur infrastruktur juga bagus.
Dalam berbagai aspek itu pemerintah sudah bisa meningkatkan untuk kegiatan seperti tata kota, penanganan COVID, dan pelayanan-pelayanan itu sekarang cukup bagus sekali.
Baiknya jualan di sini enggak apa-apa, kalau di sana jeleknya itu ya itu enggak boleh, di pasar enggak laku.
Contohnya di kantor gitu, sekarang surat menyurat tuh kalau minta sesuatu tuh lebih dipermudah gitu.
Harus memikirkan warga yang kecil-kecil ini.
Untuk lebih meningkatkan pelayanan, khususnya mempermudah pelayanan baik dari perizinan maupun dari pelayanan kesehatan dan lain sebagainya.
Rakyat kecil itu dibebaskan, asal satu cuma bersih. Kalau sudah jualan, ya, kalau sudah rampung ya harus bersih-bersih.
Lebih dipertingkat lagi di bidang segalanya, pokoknya harus meningkat lagi ya.
Kan dari rakyat, memikirkan rakyat, amanah. Menjadi yang lebih baik daripada yang sudah.
Para UKM yang masih bawah itu mohon diperhatikan tempat jualan, syukur diberi lapak. Kalau kayak gini masih kehujanan, kepanasan, kadang di uprak-uprak Satpol PP suruh minggir, alasannya nyegati jalan gitu.
Yang pro rakyat lah, jangan pro partai. Karena kalau pro partai nanti lama-lama ya kehilangan simpatinya.
Gak usah macem-macem terus bayar ini.
Pemirsa, Anda masih bersama kami di Bangga Magelang, ruang rembuknya Wong Magelang. Ini masih dengan Laura, gadis asal Meksiko yang suka sekali dengan traveling. Dan salah satunya pengalaman dia ketika travel di Indonesia. So Laura, what do you think about Indonesian people?
I think Indonesian people are very happy people. Welcoming people were very nice and welcoming. But also, for example, you, of course, being Indonesian.
Oh, thank you. I'm not a good representative, but thank you.
Even though we could not spend a lot of time together physically due to your work and my schedule, you introduced me to one of your friends, Hasna. She met us when we arrived to Jakarta, took us to the food market. It was the last day of the Chinese New Year. So for me, it was really a memorable day because we ate all these street food, but also there was a lot of Chinese decoration. Because I lived in China, it was very special for me to see that. I think also you are very Indonesians are very open-minded. I think it has to do, I guess, with your culture. For example, in Jakarta, you have Chinese temple and you have a mosque and you have a church. So I think that talks a lot about all your different religions coexist together in a country, and that is great. I think people are very welcoming and honest as well. And this is my experience. Very briefly, I just mentioned I forgot my GoPro in
Yeah.
and after 1 hour I remember it. So the car went back. I looked for it, I could not find it. I was very sad. And later, I asked people around, no one saw it. But when we were about to leave, someone comes running and talks to my driver and said that they found the camera. So the guard came later and gave me my GoPro back, and that was.
Oh my God! It's like after you praying that happened.
Yeah. I went to the temple because I lost it in one temple. So I went inside to look for it, and then I was in the temple and I was praying. I think I prayed to Buddha. I was Buddha there, and I was like, Buddha, well, if someone takes my camera, well, I hope they have happy times with it. But if you can give it back, it's all the pictures that I had there.
Okay,
So,
of course. That's a memory, a lot of memories with during your visit, a lot of places, and then your friend as well.
Yeah, I think Indonesia was a great place. I was going to go back actually to Bali, but then it was in late March when the borders were closed.
True.
In Australia, because I was in Australia, and I was going to go back to Bali, but then my family was come back to Mexico because you're gonna get stuck there.
Yeah.
So
True.
Back to Mexico, but I will definitely go back. I didn't explore too much Bali. I was mainly in Ubud because we were going to go to the beaches and. But I just wanted to stay longer in Ubud because it was a very nice place. I went to the monkey temple there. No, it's not a temple, a monkey forest.
Yeah.
So there were a lot of monkeys there. Of course, I have my pictures with them, and one of them almost stole something from me. So
Exactly.
you have to be careful with the monkeys.
Yeah, you need to be careful, of course. But that mountain is so beautiful, like so natural, right? They keep how natural the mountain. That's what I like about that mountain as well.
Yeah, I went to the rice terraces. And it was also really beautiful. I went for the sunrise as well. So sunrise.
Sunrise and sunrise, right?
Yeah, I got used to sunrise time there. I went to the palace. It's a temple that is next to the water. That is very famous. You see that in all the pictures of Indonesia. And I think I really recommend that people go in the boat because once you go in the boat, it's a different experience and you can see closely the architecture. So and that day I went inside the service there is a temple, right? Not in the water, the one that is here.
Yep.
People were praying and they invited me inside and I was so happy because I really wanted to experience that. So this moment they put that rice, they showed me how to put the rice here and I could not really pray much because I don't speak the language, but I was there and they were telling me what to do.
Wow, that's beautiful. You got that experience.
Yeah, that was one of also my best moments in Indonesia because I really like to be with local people and experience the culture and religion is so important. So that was really good.
Okay.
So I also went. The last temple I went before leaving was the one that it's on the sea. But there is like it's a little island.
Little island, and then I forgot the name. Yeah, maybe it's Tanah Lot if I'm not mistaken.
So it was. I really think Indonesia has so many things to see, and that's related actually to something. My area of research is intangible cultural heritage.
I remember that.
And I'm going to go for my PhD and research on that, and I want to create a VR environment where people can share their culture. Intangible cultural heritage is like dances, all these traditions, right?
True.
Not tangible is the temples and the objects, but intangible is the traditions and the way that people create things, like techniques, and I want to do that. And I think, for example, Indonesia has so many things to offer in that way, right?
Okay, we would be happy to have you.
Yeah, that would be great. So I will. I can also send you later a picture.
Sure.
Because I got this very beautiful handmade painting that they make with a lot of dots. I got this in Yogyakarta, Borobudur.
Okay.
And, it's very beautiful. So that is actually intangible cultural heritage that becomes tangible, of course. Because
Yes.
paintings.
Yeah,
I want to frame it. but because of coronavirus, I was not able to go to the store to frame it. I think I will take it when I go for my master, for my PhD. Planning to go to Australia. I will take it because it's very practical. You just fold it down. It's a very small envelope.
True.
So I'll take it and I frame it and I will have it in my room in Australia.
Oh, that's will be beautiful. And Laura, you say about the best moment in Bali, right? Or there is another unforgettable moment during your visit in Indonesia? The best one.
Yeah, I think when I made the rings with Andres, it was a very special experience because I have never made any jewelry, and we both made our rings and
together,
and because you make it like they give you the piece of silver,
and there is a name like not really a name, or maybe the character inside. I forgot. You told me about the name or something like that, right?
So
yeah.
So they give you a tool. Make that. So this is part that I wanted to put, but inside they send it. This was made with a special tool. So I wrote Indonesia, and the day I met Andres, that was the 27th of January. And we wrote L and A, Laura and Andres, because we had a little romance there. So yeah, it was like I found love there. Although now we're just friends because we are in different countries. But I keep my ring, and it reminds me of my friend. And
that's because of a beautiful moment, right? You keep the beautiful moment.
It was great. I think if you get to do something that you can take forever and you share it. I think sharing things with people is great.
True.
And I think that's why one of my most special moments. Also, the cooking class was really nice, and the volcanoes. It's hard to choose one, I think.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of things that make memorable for you. And then you told me about you find a love in Indonesia. Would you describe maybe 3 words about Indonesia? Maybe love.
Okay. Love, adventure, and culture.
Oh, that's beautiful. Love, adventure, and culture. That's Laura. Thank you so much, dear. We will be happy to have you if you come back again here. I would be happy to welcome you. Please let me know. And then thank you so much for a beautiful conversation today. The last one, what will you say about 2 people who hear our conversation? The last one. About Indonesia, or maybe about everything.
About my trip, or about my life, or about
about your experience in Indonesia. Maybe if someone outside want to come, maybe they should prepare, or maybe what do you think about Indonesia? The last one.
I think I would tell them that if they open their heart and see, they can find a lot of beauty in. And that they should come prepared if possible. I mean, you can actually not. I mean, you should research a little, but you cannot improvise a lot. I improvised a trip. I always go with a very tight schedule. They want to go, and because of coronavirus, I had to be changing my plans. And because I met Andres and we decided to travel together. He actually was going to go to Thailand. And then he last minute, because of coronavirus, that Thailand had a lot of coronavirus, so he decided to come back to Indonesia.
To come back,
yeah. So I think I would say, go with the flow. I think Indonesia is a place to be open to new experiences and be open to finding new things, because each city has a lot of things to see, and come with a lot of time.
Oh, thank you so much, dear. Thank you so much for today, and we will continue to talk again after this.
Of course, yeah.
Thank you, and have a good day. Send my greetings to Andreas, to your family, to all of Mexican people, if you met them.
Of course, I will tell them, and my family sends their regards. And,
thank you.
Well, terima kasih.
Terima kasih, you remember that.
Yeah, terima
kasih.
Yeah, you should remember now. Before you go to Indonesia, learn terima kasih or makasih.
Yes.
People love when you speak the language.
Exactly. That's the key word of Indonesian language. Thanks, Laura. Ya. Tadi Laura menceritakan bagaimana pengalaman dan juga bagaimana antusiasnya dia ketika berada di Indonesia. Dia bertemu teman baru dan dia juga menemukan cinta. Dia mengemukakan Indonesia adalah tempat untuk menemukan cinta, adventure, dan juga tentang budaya atau culture. Begitu indahnya pengalaman yang dilalui Laura ketika di Indonesia. Bagaimana dengan Anda? Apakah Anda cukup mencintai negara Anda sendiri? Bagaimana Anda melihat Indonesia saat ini? Saya Putri Ramadhani, sampai jumpa.